NieR Replicant version 1.22474487139 is somewhere in between a remaster and remake of the 2010 game NieR Replicant, also released as NieR and NieR Gestalt in the West. NieR sets itself apart from other JRPGs with its tone, narrative, and experimental storytelling. The world of NieR is in a hopeless state with mysterious diseases and monsters rampant. The player's sister, Yona, is a victim of the aforementioned mysterious disease, and it is up to the player to take care of her while also trying to find a cure. While taking on tasks to make ends meet, the player eventually discovers the truth behind the state of the world and tackles difficult themes such as life and death, truth and lies, and ultimately perspective. Everyday life is full of difficult choices to make for the player. Do you tell someone about the passing of a loved one when the world is coming to an end? Can you lift your sword against a foe that was once your friend? These types of scenarios force the player to contemplate the meaning and outcomes of their decisions and have a lasting impact. Unconventionally, NieR makes the player play through the game multiple times to experience the events unfolding from another perspective. The meaning behind the story becomes different every playthrough, even when the game remains the same. This can come off as a repetitive and lousy way to extend playtime depending on whether or not the player enjoys a more straightforward experience. Another aspect that stands out as repetitive is the amount of traversing to and from the same areas. Side quests are often literal chores that send the player from location to location only to go back to the previous location. There are some camera changes and minor puzzle elements that add some spice, but it is simply not enough to distract from seeing the same scenery over and over again. The scenery isn't necessarily poor, but isn't exactly jaw-dropping either. The world has an odd shade of discoloration about it that adds to the melancholic atmosphere of the game. Combat is simple yet dynamic. Actions like magic, dodging, and blocking are customizable, which allows for different styles depending on situation and preference. Words and weapon upgrades allow for even further customization that can complement a certain playstyle or cover for weaknesses. Despite having a combat system with plenty of potential, NieR's strong emphasis on its story unfortunately places combat firmly in the peripheral. The player becomes overpowered relatively quickly, as they become exponentially stronger for every level they gain. There is even an option for automatic combat, which works wonderfully but takes agency away. The soundtrack shines alongside the narrative and story and complements the atmosphere wonderfully. The placement of music is also clever, with the game knowing exactly when to play any given song. This game is an onion. It'll probably make someone cry. It's hard to peel, but the more it's peeled, the more there is. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Peace.
Yeah.